One of the most tragic and overlooked disasters that followed the assassination of Abraham Lincoln was a marine catastrophe occurring on the Potomac River 10 days following. Assassin John Wilkes Booth and accomplice David Herold would remain fugitives for nearly 2 weeks following Lincoln's murder. A manhunt to apprehend them involved 10,000 federal troops. Numerous civilian resources were deployed in their pursuit. Secretary of War Edwin Stanton advertised a $100,000 reward for information leading to their arrest. Union troops were dispatched in southern Maryland and ultimately Virginia to search for Booth based in response to federal intelligence information. On the evening of Sunday, April 23rd, a contingent from the Quartermaster Corps were patrolling the Potomac in search of possible vessels ferrying Booth across the river. The men were unaware that Booth and Herold had already crossed the Potomac the evening before. The USS Massachusetts was a steamship constructed in Boston in 1860. Approximately 400 former Union prisoners of war were packed on board. They were moored at the Potomac River near Alexandria that Sunday. The men were headed to be deployed for further military duty in North Carolina. The Black Diamond was an iron-hull steam propeller boat built in 1842. The ship's customary cargo involved transporting coal between Alexandria and Washington, D.C. On board was a crew of 20 men from the Alexandria Fire Department. The Black Diamond was assigned patrol duty on the Potomac, scanning for signs of Booth. Sunday was a clear, windy, and moonless evening. The ship had only one light illuminating that could barely be discerned. Nearing midnight near the mouth of the Potomac, the two ships collided on the port side of the Black Diamond. The force of the impact, accompanied by general panic, tossed approximately 200 soldiers on board the USS Massachusetts into the waters. The Black Diamond immediately took on water and sank within 3 minutes. 4 firemen would meet their death. Over 100 men would be rescued from the waters, but 87 perished from the USS Massachusetts. Many of their bodies were never recovered. The victims would be buried with honors at the Alexandria National Cemetery. A large boulder with a bronze plaque acknowledges their tragedy. Booth would be apprehended and killed within 24 hours following their deaths. Both ship pilots would lose their maritime licenses as a result of the incident.